Hey guys, it's Shorzo here and welcome to the last episode of fixing up the Sanctuary Hills. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I did all this without using any mods, but you will need the Far Harbour DLC for this one. And yeah, as you can see I've done something a little bit different again, keeping it very realistic within the Fallout universe. This is very simple to do, it'll only take me a few minutes to explain, and remember this will only work with this specific house. Enjoy guys. So yeah, what I'm going to do is build myself a large structure, and yeah, this one's quite an odd shape actually, but it looks pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, we're going to start off with the staircase and start building the floors. It doesn't matter where the staircase is for this one, but you want to build floors going 5 across, and then you want to build some floors going 3 down. All the houses around here are quite similar actually in terms of how many floors you need to put down. And we're going to finish off with the end with these small ones. This will be the perfect size for a new ceiling within the house. Now using the Far Harbour DLC, you want to use the barn set and use these rooftops. And you want to drag it slightly back till that gap closes, similar to a build that I done a couple of videos ago. And you just want to straighten it up on the edge here. So with this particular house, there is a massive hole within the middle of the rooftop. So for my roof tiles, for the left and right, I'm putting a couple of holes here and there just to make it look realistic. But underneath these particular ones, it's going to be sealed because that part of the rooftop is fine. And yeah, we're going to do the same with the other side. And the distance between the rooftops on each side is the perfect distance for it to sit nicely on top of the rooftop. It should literally just fit perfectly within it and look quite realistic. Now we're going to fill up these corners because these are going to fill up the side of the house. They do a pretty good job of it as well. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use these metal curved walls, but please make note the one on the right here only works. The left one you might struggle a bit. And I want to edge it onto the rooftops that I've just placed down ever so slightly, but not too tight. I'm going to try and straighten it up now. I can see clearly if it's straight or not using the edge of the floors that I've put down. You want to drag it back ever so slightly. You don't want it too tight against the rooftop because what I want to do is build along. And yeah, there's a good example there. It was curving around to the left a bit, so I'm just going to twist it around to the right very slightly. And now I can build all the way along. And yeah, as you can see, we're making progress now. The curved walls sit flush across the barn rooftops with no visible gaps at all, so we can keep the rain out. We're going to do exactly the same for the other side, keeping it nice and straight but not too close to the rooftop. And by the way, both sides don't need to be exactly parallel. They can be slightly off. As long as they're in a similar position, it should work fine. And yeah, we'll build those along. And now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do for a rooftop? And because it's an awkward size, you can't put a roof tile in, so I'm simply just going to put some floors down. I'm going to edge it off so I know it's right on the edge. And it's quite hard to determine if it's going in a straight line, so the only way to find that out is start building. And as you can see, it's going off to the left a bit, so now I know to twist it around to the right, ever so slightly. It might take a couple of tries, but you'll get it done eventually. And yeah, this should work now. Going to mix up the floor panels just to give it a nice scrappy look. And yeah, there's no gaps underneath, so it's quite a solid rooftop in my opinion. It's edged off nicely there. And on the side, I'm just going to fill up this hole with just the one wall panel. We're going to fill up that other hole later because it's easier doing it on the actual house. And this side I'm going to cover up with a metal one. So we're obviously going to have no access to all this space inside, so we might as well make use of it. So I'm going to put a couple of massive generators down, along with a couple of connectors so we can spread the power capacity within the house. So yeah, I can put any lights or anything else within the house. This is probably more than I actually need, so. Now that's basically done now, so we want to pick up the whole thing, but with the rug glitch or using the stairs, it won't work with this particular house. It's quite annoying, but it's the only house that doesn't allow it. So what you want to do is move all the furniture and keep this particular corner free. And you want to delete this staircase and use the pillar glitch instead and put it just on the corner on this square and push it up into the floor just a little bit. And I'm now going to pick up the whole thing holding down A. Make sure not to tap A, you need to hold it down. And yeah, we're going to put this pillar in that corner that I said. This might take you a few times to get it in the exact spot you want it to be in, so I would advise saving it before you try this. It took me at least 4 times to get it in the exact spot I wanted it on the rooftop. Because as you can see, I want to showcase the old roof tiles coming through the new ones that I've put down, just to give it a bit of a scrappy look really. And yeah, the first couple of tries it will look wonky, but keep giving it a go until you're satisfied with how well placed it is on top of the rooftop. Oh, and just to let you know, the pillar that I used is from the warehouse set from the Contraptions DLC. If you don't have that, there are similar pillars in the Far Harbour DLC. But yeah, the chimneys are sticking out, which is a plus. But yeah, I'm going to fix up some walls now. There are a lot of holes in this house, which is a little bit annoying. But there's one particular hole around the side that I want to turn into a shop. Maybe a little weapons shop, but yeah, I'm going to give it a go. So I've got loads of different materials to chuck onto the house using the pillar glitch. Going to start with the metal wall set using this door frame, which is a circle. And I'm going to use this to house the window to make it obvious that there's going to be a shop here. I will be dressing this area up in the decorations later, so it'll look much better than it is now. And yeah, I always find this part of the build satisfying because the hard bit is done. We're literally just chucking a load of bits onto the house. Now I need to talk to you guys about what's happened in the last week. So in my last video, I mentioned that I passed 5,000 subscribers. But just the other day, I've just hit 8,000 subscribers in the space of a week. And my Fixing Sanctuary videos hit over 300k. Like, I said it in my community notes, I am literally lost for words. What is going on? It was only about a year ago I hit 500 subscribers. And I remember being so proud about that. Like, I'd tell my friends and family, look, I've got 500 subscribers. But now I've almost got 10,000. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, this channel isn't just about me, it's about you guys as well, and this great community that just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And yeah, thank you all for your support. Just putting in place the last wall, and that hole from earlier, we're just going to put a half wall in there using the pillar glitch again. And we're going to put a front door in, and we're going to be using this particular door that you can't put down on its own. So we're going to put it in a frame with a rug, delete the frame, and then hold down A so we can pick up the whole thing. And this should fit nicely. You're probably thinking a poor choice of colour, but I like the colour green. It's the theme of the channel, so why not? Yeah, we've got a working door now. That's the build finished now, but there's still a lot of decorations to do, and there's a lot of restrictions regarding that because it's not like I can decorate the slopey rooftops there. But this is why I wanted the old rooftop to kind of bleed through so I can have that scrappy look, and it doesn't really look empty, do you know what I mean? But in terms of the side of the house and the walls below, I could do a lot with that. And on the inside, there's a lot to do. It's just as bad as the outside. There's so many holes, but I'm going to do all that and see you guys in the tour. Hey guys, so welcome to the tour. And I'm quite sad to say this is the last episode of rebuilding the Sanctuary Hills. And yeah, I've actually really enjoyed it, and you guys have enjoyed it from the looks of it as well. And don't worry, it doesn't end there. There's going to be plenty more settlement buildings coming. Red Rocket's just down the road, so that'll be next. Yeah, moving on to the building. I haven't put a lot on the rooftop, as I said, I can't really. But where the metal flares up a bit, I have put a little basket on top, so it doesn't look like it's floating, but that's the most I could do really. I've put items on the actual top bit of the rooftop. I like putting items in places that you can't access, just to add to the realism really. And yeah, I've turned this into a little gun shop. It does look a bit empty, I know, but maybe I might add that, like some fencing at some stage, or like a little pathway. Yeah, it's like a cute little shop, isn't it? Little gap. Say hello to the people living there. And yeah, the idea for this build is it's a normal residence, and they've got like a little cheeky shop on the side, as well as these two here as well. Because you need to make use of the space you've got, and I want to use what's already here mostly. I don't really want to make my own buildings too much. I will do eventually, but kind of want to use what's already here. That's kind of the vibe I want to go for anyway. So yeah, anyways, let's go on the inside. As always, kept all the furniture, like even the broken stuff. This tape machine thing was is it a tape machine? A cassette machine from the looks of it. I probably sound like an idiot right now. But yeah, I kept that. Kept this lamp, bit of a awkward spot to keep it, but I've made it work. And yeah, the family who live here love guns from the looks of it. Got some gun posters up. I know there's a little chem station, but might as well. Kept the kitchen. And yeah, as you saw earlier, I've put an actual like glass window because it's not a bad view out here. You see the little lake over there. Probably not good for security, but I didn't really think about that, did I? The first room on the right is the weapons workbench room. Just anything to fix up any guns or anything like that. I've blocked off this door because you'll see in a minute. This is the bedroom. This was already here. This is basically like a set of drawers that's fallen over, so I've turned it into a desk. And it's quite a low desk, it makes it look quite cozy actually. This poster was already here as well. Got like a little scavenger's station there as well. 2 separate beds. Put a load of luggage underneath as well. And yeah, around here is the main room. Little Nuka-Cola quantum machine there. And yeah, I've kept the terminal computer, and to my right is the shop. Eventually there will be someone standing here selling guns and ammo to the people of the wasteland. Load of containers for guns, mods and everything like that really. A couple of displays. And yeah, I haven't actually read into this computer yet, but it's already here. There's a cool little story about the Sanctuary Hills from what I can remember. Yeah, I won't spoil too much if you want to read into that. Yeah, it's a nice little extra to keep for the settlement. Especially these cardboard boxes, like they really do add to the realism of the build, because that's something you can't put down. So yeah, just general storage. Back here is again more storage for the shop. But yeah, it's like a living quarters slash shop. So yeah, it's a good little mixture. It probably would have been a good idea if I actually put weapons up for the tour, but silly me, I forgot. So you will see it in the proper Sanctuary Hills tour at a later date. So yeah, it's pretty much done. Quite happy with this one. And I know I say this in most videos though, this is my top 3 build, but I'd say now this is finished, this is generally in my top 3. I'd say this is number 3 on my list. And then the house next door is number 1, and then that house over there is number 2. But yeah, that's by far my favourite one. But yeah, at the start of the video, you're probably confused why there is like a weird UFO in the sky. I thought it'd be cool to add this in, but I'll explain what that was. If you go around here and just hover in this area for a little bit, a little surprise will come your way. Any moment now. Whoa, what is that? So yeah, I already knew about this from like years ago, but a lot of you who don't know about that, go check it out. Might be some cool loot over there to grab yourself. But yeah, anyways, thank you very much for watching this build series. I very much enjoyed it. And yeah, plenty more settlement building to come. And I will see you in that Sanctuary Hills tour video. Cheers.